Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TC Weekly. I'm your host Tyler. To start off today's show, we're going to find out the true source of the ongoing voice in Bo's head in ceiling sounds.
Like Boaz it's only left corners to open Your mom says stop, but this voice says continue. I've given you way too many chances, but you always mess them up. I tried to be your inner mentor, your guide, but you never obey. Now, I'm going to control your every move. To be continued? Oh man, I call shenanigans.
I know that some of you are screaming like Bo because of the stress of these final weeks. Ease that stress by heading down to the Commons on December 7th to make and take loofah soaps, receive chair massages, and better yet, see therapy dogs. This event is happening from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Be sure to bring your student ID. Now let's see if Griffin is still in trouble in this new episode of Is It Just Me? Griffin Browdigam was missing. That part is true. The detective must look at all forms of evidence. Look inside every nook and cranny that is presented. He must search high and low. In this case, the evidence that came to light turned out to be a cacophonous crescendo of such. From bicycle tire marks, fingerprints, shoe impressions, even a detail where only the most astute detective would discover. Eric Lane, a member of Griffin's project group, installed cable in Griffin's residency the day prior to his disappearance. Was he the reason? Or was it just an all too convenient coincidence? Everybody was interviewed that was involved in this missing person's case. The witness's identity has been concealed. Then, like the slow and methodical unraveling of a knit sweater, it became more clear than ever who was responsible for this disappearance. This much is true in the mind of the detective. All suspects must be considered, and by all suspects, I mean all suspects. This fact was very interesting. The bar? It was so simple. Only God himself and the perpetrator knew what facts were about to be revealed. You can now add a third person to the list. That person is the detective.
Where were you on November 24th, 2017?
I was at home eating pizza with my cat.
Eating pizza. I know for a fact you were not eating pizza. Because if you weren't eating pizza, I wasn't eating pizza. So I will ask you again, where were you on the 24th?
Eating pizza at home.
Think again.
I don't know. Maybe I went out for a drink.
How long does it take you to drink 2 drinks?
I guess it depends on how social I'm being.
Social. So you're already admitting that there's more lost time.
Couldn't have been more than an hour.
1 hour is enough time.
Enough time for what? What are you implying?
You know what?
No, I don't know. I don't know why I'm here.
You know exactly why you're here.
No, I think you're a lunatic.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm crazy. I have a very reliable source where I sketched that picture. That picture looks exactly like you. Do you want to explain that? You telling me my source is not reliable? He's on the photo. Do you want to explain those fingerprints? They were found on his car.
I don't know. I go to school with him. I'm sure I've been in his car a few times. There'd be fingerprints there.
Why are you driving his car?
He asked me to drive him home from the bar. He had too much to drink.
Oh, so now Griffin was with you that night. Was he with you?
Well, he stopped by for one. I didn't think it was a big deal.
None of your stuff is making sense!
Been here the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you're interested in computer programming, make sure to attend the Hour of Code happening on campus December 9th. Here you can experiment with IT programs. Make sure to pre-register if you're interested. This event is open from ages 4 to 104. But what if someone wanted to learn programming at 105 years old? Anyway, let's see what Mud is cooking up in today's episode of Ask Mud.
It'd be great if you helped me with some work around here. So, if you're anything like me, you know, you are the epitome of an all-star employee. That's right, epitome. I don't even know what epitome means, but it sounds nice. Alright, so today we're going to demonstrate different ways to get a raise. I myself, you know, I'm a great employee here. You know, I love my job. Hate my job. But, you know, it is what it is. I work hard, you know, this is what I do for a living. So, I'm going to show you how to get a raise. By the end of this video, I guarantee that I will get a raise. If not 2, maybe even 3, because I'm phenomenal. Look at me, I'm phenomenal. So, the different ways. The first one is flattery. You can always try and flatter your boss. Hey, you smell good. You want that? No, not just, you know, you smell good. Did you get a haircut? No. Oh. Hey, can I have a raise? Yeah. The other man in this video is my boss. We're just gonna call him my boss. We're not gonna reveal his real identity because I definitely would not get the raise that I want. So, the next one is just letting them know that you're worth it, that you're worth a raise. By displaying your commitment to your job. If that doesn't work, you can always try sympathy. So, my grandma's in the hospital. She got her leg taken off by a lawnmower. Sorry to hear that, man. Me too, man. It was bad. A little lawnmower broke. So now I gotta buy a new lawnmower. And I gotta get a new leg. 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 And I gotta get a new I'm just wondering if I can raise. Please. I'm desperate.
I'm sorry, man. I can't. I can't really justify it right now.
You can always just give them good reasons to give you a raise. Look, there's not much else I can do around here if I don't get a raise.
I mean, you could work a little harder and
I work pretty damn hard.
take on a couple extra hours.
Extra hours. I'm here.
You're here 2 days a week, free.
Yeah, well, I got stuff going on in my life right now.
I understand that. I'm sorry. But I need to see a little more, and then we'll talk.
So far I haven't got this raise, but I got a couple ideas.
So what's up, man? You want to talk?
Yeah, I've recently become an alcoholic.
Oh.
And it's a habit that it's hard to budget up properly. And as much as I drink, I'm going to need a raise.
I'll tell you what. If you can promise me that you'll work on quitting the drink, I'll give you that raise.
Sounds good. So as you can see, there are many ways to try and get a raise. But at the end of the day, only one or two or maybe even three will work. But it worked for me, it worked for you. It sucks I had to become an alcoholic to do so, but it's what it takes. Now I gotta call my mom and tell her I'm gonna be rich.
Bye-bye.
Thank you everyone for watching today's episode of Pixel Perfect. I'm Tyler, and we'll see you here next time on TC Weekly.